Stop eating sardines wrong. 7 dangerous mistakes everyone makes. Welcome back to Fitness Tips, the channel where we uncover the hidden truths about the foods you eat and how they affect your health. Today, we're diving into a topic that might surprise you. Sardines. Yes, those tiny fish that come packed in a can. Many people love them because they're cheap, convenient, and loaded with nutrients. But here's the shocking part. Most people are eating sardines the wrong way, and that could actually be doing more harm than good. If you enjoy sardines or are curious about adding them to your diet, you need to hear this before you open your next can. So stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to eat sardines the right way, while avoiding the 7 dangerous mistakes that so many people make. And before we get started, let me ask you this. Have you ever thought that a food considered healthy could actually turn into a problem just because of how you eat it? That's exactly what happens with sardines. Let's uncover these mistakes one by one. Mistake number 1. Ignoring where your sardines come from. One of the biggest mistakes people make when eating sardines is not paying attention to their source. You see, not all sardines are created equal. Some come from cleaner waters, while others are caught in areas with high levels of pollution. And that matters because fish can absorb mercury, heavy metals, and microplastics from their environment. Think of it this way. If you're eating sardines that come from polluted waters, you're not just getting protein and omega-3s. You're also getting toxins that can build up in your body over time. This is especially dangerous if you eat sardines frequently. Many people assume all sardines are safe because they're small fish, and yes, sardines generally contain less mercury than larger fish like tuna. But that doesn't mean they're completely free of contamination. The safer choice is to look for sardines labeled as wild-caught from regions like the Pacific or the Atlantic, especially from countries that have strict fishing and environmental regulations. If you just grab the cheapest can on the shelf without checking the label, you could be consuming fish from questionable waters. And over time, that mistake can harm your health instead of improving it. Mistake number 2. Eating sardines packed in the wrong oils. Here's another mistake that almost everyone makes. Not paying attention to what the sardines are packed in. Sardines often come in olive oil, soybean oil, sunflower oil, or even tomato sauce. The problem is that not all of these options are healthy. For example, sardines packed in soybean or sunflower oil may be sitting in oils that are cheap and highly processed. These oils can be high in omega-6 fatty acids, which are inflammatory when consumed in excess. If you're trying to eat sardines for heart health, but you're also consuming inflammatory oils at the same time, you're canceling out the benefits. The best option is to choose sardines packed in water or extra virgin olive oil. These are cleaner, healthier choices that preserve the natural nutrients of the fish without adding harmful fats. Many people make the mistake of thinking all canned sardines are equal, but what they're packed in makes a huge difference. Imagine buying something healthy, only to drown it in unhealthy oil. That's what happens if you don't read the label. So next time you pick up a can, check carefully. Are your sardines sitting in an oil that helps your body, or one that harms it? Mistake number 3. Overeating sardines without considering balance. Did you know that eating too many sardines can actually cause health problems, even though they're considered a superfood? It's true. Sardines are rich in purines, which break down into uric acid in the body. If you eat sardines every single day in large amounts, you might raise your risk of gout or kidney stones. Now, I know what you're thinking. But sardines are healthy. Why would eating a lot be a bad thing? Because even the healthiest food can cause trouble if you don't eat it in moderation. For most people, having sardines 2 to 3 times per week is a safe and beneficial amount. That way, you get the protein, vitamin D, omega-3s, and calcium, without overloading your system with purines. But many people make the mistake of overdoing it because sardines are cheap and easy. Some even eat a can every day, thinking they're doing their bodies a favor. Over time, that can lead to painful joint issues, kidney strain, and other imbalances. So remember, sardines are powerful, but they're not meant to be your only protein source. Balance is everything. Mistake number 4. Throwing away the bones. This mistake is so common, and it's costing people one of the greatest benefits of sardines. Many people remove the tiny bones before eating. Maybe they don't like the texture or they're just not used to the idea of eating bones. But here's the truth. Sardine bones are one of the richest natural sources of calcium you can find. When you eat sardines with the bones, you're getting a highly absorbable form of calcium that supports your bones, teeth, and even your muscles. If you toss out the bones, you're missing out on one of the main reasons sardines are so valuable. Some people worry about the bones being a choking hazard, but in canned sardines, the bones are soft and edible. They crumble easily in your mouth. In fact, they blend in with the texture of the fish once you get used to it. Think about it. You could be taking expensive calcium supplements, or you could simply eat the whole sardine and get it naturally. Don't make the mistake of throwing away the bones. That's like throwing away the treasure that comes with the fish. Mistake number 5. Ignoring sodium levels. Here's something most people don't realize. Canned sardines can be very high in sodium. And if you're eating them without paying attention to the label, you could be adding hundreds of milligrams of extra salt to your diet in just one serving. For someone with high blood pressure, that's a dangerous mistake. Even for healthy people, too much sodium over time can stress your heart and kidneys. The problem is, many brands add salt as a preservative to extend shelf life and enhance flavor. That means one can of sardines could easily give you a third or even half of your recommended daily sodium intake. The good news is that some brands offer no salt added or low sodium sardines. If you love sardines but want to protect your heart, this is the option to go for. Another simple trick is to rinse the sardines under water before eating. It might reduce some of the sodium content, though you'll lose a bit of flavor too. So the next time you open a can, check the nutrition facts. Are you fueling your body with nutrients, or are you quietly loading up on hidden salt? Mistake number 6. Eating sardines without fresh foods. Now let's talk about how you eat sardines. Many people just open the can and eat them straight, maybe with crackers or bread. But here's the problem. If you're not combining sardines with fresh vegetables, fruits, or whole grains, you're missing the balance your body needs. Sardines are rich in protein and fat, but they don't contain much fiber or antioxidants on their own. That's why it's a mistake to eat them in isolation. Your body thrives on variety. When you pair sardines with fresh foods like leafy greens, tomatoes, or avocado, you get a balanced meal that supports digestion, heart health, and overall energy. Think of sardines as the star of the dish, but not the whole story. Eating them with fresh, colorful foods helps your body absorb nutrients more efficiently and keeps your meals satisfying. On the other hand, if your sardine meals always look like a plain can with bread or crackers, you're missing the bigger picture of nutrition. So don't make sardines your one-man show. Let them be part of a balanced performance with other fresh foods. Mistake number 7. Forgetting about allergies and sensitivities. And finally, one of the most overlooked mistakes. Ignoring the possibility of allergies or sensitivities. Some people experience digestive discomfort, skin reactions, or even breathing issues after eating sardines, but they brush it off or don't connect it to the fish. Sardines, like all seafood, can trigger allergic reactions in certain people. And because they're high in histamines, they can also cause problems for those with histamine intolerance. If you ever notice unusual symptoms after eating sardines, it's important not to ignore them. Many people keep eating sardines because they think they're healthy, without realizing their bodies are reacting negatively. That's why listening to your body is so important. What's healthy for one person can be harmful for another. If sardines don't sit well with you, it doesn't mean you can't be healthy. It just means your body needs different choices. So let's recap. Sardines are one of the most nutrient-dense foods you can eat, but only if you eat them the right way. Avoiding these 7 mistakes can make all the difference. Pay attention to where they come from, choose the right oils, eat them in moderation, don't throw away the bones, check the sodium, pair them with fresh foods, and always listen to your body. If you do this, sardines can truly be a powerhouse food for your heart, brain, and bones. But if you ignore these mistakes, you could be harming your health without even realizing it. Now I'd love to hear from you. Do you eat sardines regularly, or are you thinking about adding them to your diet? Share your thoughts in the comments below, because your experience might help someone else make better choices. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to Fitness Tips, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next deep dive into the hidden truths of everyday foods. Remember, it's not just what you eat. It's how you eat it that makes the difference.